Hey guys, it's me again, Goblin. We're back again. It's the same day as the last video, the one where we were in the nether trying to get the blaze spawner. I fixed the audio, I believe. I had to go through and do a bunch of stuff, decreasing the gain of my mic as well as unplugging the webcam that was apparently plugged in. I don't know why that was plugged in, but hear that? Audio's fixed. So, I didn't make another episode goal for this time because I wanted to show you that I did get the blaze spawner. I managed to get that. I've also added a new mod called the gravestone mod to this game, this mod pack. And I'm going to go ahead and turn this back down because it was pretty loud. But I added that to the pack just because, you know, this is just me testing the pack and I want it to be cool. And if I'm going to put it out in the future, I know a lot of people will like the gravestones being added. And it's just a pretty good pack all in general. But we're going to continue from where we left off last time. So last time, we had planted 2 stacks of wheat and we had found the nether fortress and grabbed a blaze spawner with an emerald pick. So we're going to take that. And we're going to replace this with X's. Oh, that's not the button I wanted to press. Okay. And then... Alright, now we're going to build an elevator for my ME machine. Now, as I was saying before, these are all the materials I'm probably going to need for it, but I was looking something up earlier, and apparently gantry shafts, if I hold W, is what I was looking at anyways, allow you to move things back and forward. Next scene. So like back and forward, or if you put it going up and down, it should be able to make an elevator, I believe. Let me see. Yeah, so it allows it to go up and down. So, then the gantry carriage is what I'm going to need for that instead of a pulley. So like we do this, this, this. The gantry carriage goes up, and if we have this, that little glue piece there, means we can do that. So we are going to be making a gantry carriage and a gantry shaft right now, just to get this going. So a gantry shaft is redstone and these. So I'm going to take a bit of redstone, and some andesite alloy. Andesite. That's not what I wanted. Alloy. And do this. And they're EMCable. Lovely. Gantry. Now, we need to figure out where in the elevator we want this to actually go. So I'm thinking, if we come down here and look, see how this has this right here? What if we went and put it so that the gantry shaft starts right here? Specifically. That's the problem though, is I don't want that. So what if we go to the other side really quickly and put it on the other side? So we're going to go again and get some dirt. Boom. So if we wanted to do it, we should do it on this side, I believe. But that goes down to a chest. So we'll do it on this side right here. So we do this. Is that not how it works? Oh, okay, I'm stupid. My bad, guys. Let me just go ahead and press B again. Grab this to make the shaft longer. See how far down we can go. Only that far without stopping? Okay, we're going to just do this really quickly. And then this, and then do this, this, this. Okay, we're just gonna keep going all the way down. Okay, guys? If we do this, we can get right there. Good, and we can get right there. can get to the bottom, I believe, here soon. Okay. Okay. And now that's done. We can very quickly do this. Get back up here. Eventually. I'm really liking how the barn looks. I'm going to add more stuff to it later on. But for right now, I just want to complete all the episode goals I had last time. Because I said we're probably not going to do all the episode goals, but because I had to stop halfway through to figure out the audio issues, as well as do a bunch of other stuff, I decided, you know what, why not? I might not give you a small bonus episode here. Well, it probably won't be a small one, it'll probably be a big one anyways, but, let's see, so, we're going to need destroy some stuff. I'm going to get a water bucket because I just know I'm going to fall and die and I'm going to get a little bit... Actually, no, we have the gravestone mod. This will be a good chance to show you the gravestone mod. So, what we're going to do... Ooh, that's going to go down there. Okay, good. We could have done it right here instead. Nope, we're keeping it there. Fuck it. Because the trolley has to move down. Ooh, no, I might have fucked up a little bit, actually. I might have to move it over one. Uh-oh. Well, we could just build upwards. I don't care. So just get rid of these. I know I'm using a pickaxe on dirt, but I do not care. Boop, boop, boop. Because this is the edge block, we're going to put it on this block right here. Why not? So we're going to go right there where that dirt is in front of us. See, we should have 64, and if we don't, we just got to collect whatever we're missing. 60, 61, 62... 63. Where's the 64th one? Right here. Okay, good. Whoop. I'm loving that extra heart. I might do a few other raids just to get more extra hearts. So if it was right here, it has to be right here that it's done. Uh-oh. Didn't want that. Don't want it looking like that. I want it to look normal. Oopsie. So what that means is I eat some more, build up a little bit, do this, destroy this, more. I'm going to start with the elevator here. Got to get rid of that dirt piece right there. Because then we get rid of these dirt pieces. And then once these dirt pieces are gone, which means I can turn down blocks again. Once these dirt pieces are gone, we now have the elevator shaft going up and down, which means we can now power it, and when powered, the carriage, I believe, goes up and down the shaft, specifically. I believe this will be the easiest elevator shaft we can make, specifically. Because if I used a pulley system, I would have to build everything on top of the area, and building on top would have been annoying. But that is where we end this. Boom. Okay. Can I climb this? No. Okay. I did not land on the bed like I planned to. Alright, now using this. Next one. Alright, so if we look at this, we're going to need things to move the gantry shaft, and the gantry shaft moving, spinning, is what causes it to go. So, if we just have this in one direction, we can cause the elevator flipped to do that. Okay. So, if we have the elevator shaft going up and down, and it's spinning, if it's spinning, it looks like if it's spinning, it goes up and down no matter what. But then we have a clutch on it, which when you use a comparator to do so, we can... Okay, I think I got the idea. So we're going to need a redstone comparator to flip. So once we flip up there, the switch, and turn this on, it can go up and down with the power and whatnot. But if we flip a switch up there, it also can turn that on or off with a comparator specifically. So we're going to need to be able to power it to send it up or down on either side. But that's going to take a bit of redstone to do. So I'll probably just get it working to go up and down. And then I will end the recording today, and then I'll show you guys what I can come up with, if I can come up with anything, or do another recording with the item. Anyway, it's just going to run around here. Oh, there we go. I keep getting stuck on invisible blocks, and I think it's because the Elytra race has extra technical blocks because of the Elytra on them. But I'm unsure. Interesting. Mob, no. Critter cage. Boop. Just gonna... Thank you. And place you in here. Now, this is where it's coming up. So we're gonna have to move the stone cutter. Completely get rid of it. Oh, hold on. Oh, we're almost there. Okay. So, next we're going to need to make a gantry carriage, which is made with a gear, an andesite, and a wooden slab. Boom, boom, and a slab. Just use spruce because I don't know. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Now, this is going to go down. Down and down. It's going to connect. Hold on. Can I use this to make a different one? No. Okay. Has to be this. Oh, it has to connect to the gantry shaft. Okay. So if we do... Fuck me. Okay. If we do dirt, we can then get another stack of dirt just to do it like this, apparently. Boom, like this. And then we can go over here. Nope, it has to go one below. Okay. I'm fucking this up pretty badly, guys. So, this has to go below, apparently. There we go. And if we take this out, we can get rid of the rest of the gantry shaft. So I believe this connects here? Hold on a minute. Let me see this. I had an idea, now I can't remember. So that moves it up and down. No, it says it can attach. So why is it not attaching that way? So if we do this, we do this. Okay. And if we do something like mining this, going up here. Then we do glue. I don't have glue, but what if we did andesite casing, which we can get one from here. Do that. Wait for my jump to come back, apparently. Jump up. Check, does that fuck it up? No, okay. And then we can start to make glue, which I believe only requires these materials, if I remember correctly. Oh, we need plates. That's why. Okay, so we need to make plates for the glue, which will connect the entire baseboard together, which means we need to press the plates, which we can make the mechanical press with this. Shaft, casing, block. Boom, boom, boom. Which means we do this. Boom, and hold on, guys. I just got a text. Let's see. It's from the people I do D&D with. Okay, and then, you know what? Let's do something fun for right now. Because we are going to need how many plates for this? 1 plate. Okay. Good to know. I'm just going to go over here very quickly. Grab these. Do this. Oh, didn't mean to take it back. Oopsie. Okay, that's going to be annoying. I might as well make a depot soon if I'm going to actually make a thing like this for the plates. But for now, I'm just going to collect these. Throw that there, jump back. Whew. Now I have a sheet, we're good. Which means we go this way. And there's a wasp in my backyard. Of course there is, huh? Follow me up. And we get inside. It can't get in here. Fucking bitch ass. I know how to deal with wasps now because I've had to deal with them a bunch. And that's how you kill them. Fuck you, piece of shit. They can't get through a 2.5 block doorway. They are 3 tall. And that's all that I need. Now, make a super glue. And that's going to come in later. Now this moves up and down with rotational force. It should anyways. So let me go ahead and grab this stuff really quickly. Just to get a good idea of what I want to do down here really quickly. Boom. So, we're going to need to get this moving and moving, if you get my drift there. So what we can do is this, 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 yeah, we're doing good. Okay, no, we're gonna have to repair, we're gonna have to fix this, do something else. Boom. Boom. Okay, we're doing good, we're doing good. Now what this does is we place this here, maybe? Okay, we're gonna need to clear these blocks, of course. And that means we climb up here. Place the water bucket here-ish by going down. Place the dirt here just to, you know, do it for now. And I can fix this up later, make it look better later. But now that we have rotational force, this should now... Hello? Okay, it lagged a second here. Be pulling this down. I think it is. Yeah, it's pulling it down. Okay. Now, how do we reverse this? We're gonna need a... Ooh, I know what we need. Okay. So we're going to need, now that this actually works, is a gear shift, I believe, which shifts which way it's going. The only unfortunate part about this is I'm going to need to figure out a way to put the gear shift in the center here and have it redstone activated so that if I flip a lever up there, press a button up there, it shifts the gear. And I think that's how that works. I think you can do that with levers and gear shifts. Let me test it out when I make one here. There we go. A gear shift. Now, how do we make a gear shift? Let's see how we do that. I'm pretty sure I got ready to make this stuff already. So it is andesite casing, cogwheel, redstone. And I got rid of that. That's right. Okay. Andesite casing, cogwheel, redstone. So we need an andesite casing, which means andesite alloy, a stripped log, take that. What else was it? Cogwheel. Gear shift. Now we're gonna do some little fun things here. We're gonna test out some redstone. If I do something like this, does it work? So if I do this, does that activate it? Yes, it does. Okay. Good. So that means if I do something like this, is that always active? Yes. So if that's always active, it's pulling the elevator down there. If it's not always active, like for example, if I have a lever up here that, for example, stops it. Oh, hold on a minute. I might need to do this and have it pushed onto the block instead, if I remember correctly. If I do something like this. Okay, so that turns it off. So if I have it always off like that, it means it's going to be at the top here. Always at the top. And then if I flip this button, the elevator begins to move downwards. Now the problem with this is if it's a lever, the lever stays up here. But if I have like a lever, let's say, and this is the gear shift is down here or something, and this activates it and causes this to start going downwards. If I then have another lever downstairs, let me go ahead and get another lever. Will that circumvent this lever? No. So what I'm going to need to do instead is probably put a redstone comparator next to this system down there. And then do this. Can that work? Okay, that's not going to work. Does this work? No. Is it not comparator I need? I'm pretty sure it was. So what if I did something like that instead? That doesn't work. Oh, it's probably because there needs to be something up here. So if I had this on, and this like this, no, it has to connect to the thing specifically. So for example, let's see, if I did something like this, and I move this down. Sorry guys, I was not familiar with having to have it always on is the problem. So if that's always on, let's just say that's always on like that. Let's go redstone torch. Why not? And that's always on, so it's always at the bottom, unfortunately. Then I do this. That doesn't work. Then why did I have the comparators? Okay, so it just can't come in from the side? What? I was testing this offline, that's why I'm, like, confused. So, then that goes out there like that. But what if... Okay, so that would make it off. Uh-oh. I just killed the redstone torch. So we do this, for example. Subtractor, comparator. Okay. There we go. That turns it off. So I'm back to where I was beforehand, where this has it always off, which means it's up here. Now, if I wanted to make a way to turn this always off, we could just have it like this, and then, for example, all the way up here where I'm standing, we only have a single, but then we have to have a lever downstairs is the problem. What happens if I use a button? This is annoying. I'll figure this out. I will figure this out. For now, we're just going to put this somewhere else. So let's go, for example, here. Back down here, up here. Okay. If it's off, it doesn't go back up. Okay. Good. So we're going to need the box somewhere around here. So for example, if we put the box right here and we flip it on and we shift this, that's not the one I want. Over here. I'm stuck. Do something like this. I need to figure out how to do this. Okay. Let's clear out a little bit of room here, guys. We do this. Then we do this. That? No. Okay, so what we do instead is... Oh, there, easy. This. This. Boom. Now that lifts it up. But if we change the gear shift, it puts it down. Okay, so removing the gear shift, which means this needs to always be active. That has to be the state it's in, no matter what. It always has to be active. So we gotta get rid of this. Move this down one. Then put one of these up here. And make it so this is always active. So that it's always at the top and moving up. Which means that if this is pressed, then it must always be active, which means if we do this, for example, this begins to lower it. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm starting to get it, guys. That's going all the way up to the top. I'm going to need more rotational power in the future, of course. But, so, this... no longer needs to be in my inventory. This goes up this way, and I know I'm going to need to go ahead and get rid of some shit here, but 1 second. So this is the last one, so this would be the wall, which means we go 1 more up. Oh no, we should go 2 more, because I know what I'm doing with these walls. If we made a second one, does this one provide, for example, if I do this, or if I go 1 under, for example, and I do this, no, it doesn't. Okay. So, where are we putting the lever first? Let's go ahead and figure that out. I think I know what I want to do here. I want to make a room, I think, that you just go straight down like a shaft to figure out the redstone. So what I'm going to do is go up here, figure out where I'm putting the lever. The lever is going to go... This chest will move for sure. The lever is going to go probably here-ish. Which means if we get rid of this, that is going to be right there, I believe. Let me just make sure. So it's 2 away from the edge here. So 1, 2, right here. Turn that on. That turns on, yes. So, we then go right here, because this is going to be the wall going down, right? No, it's 1 past the wall going down. Okay, so this is the wall going down for sure. So this is just going to straight up drop down. I'm going to dig down and watch me die here. Nope. Okay, we're good. Yep, I'm about to fall in 3, 2, 1. No? Oh, okay. Oh, it's 3 off. Nice. So this is the middle one. So we go 1 over, which means this way, and we go like this. This would be the one behind the wall, which means this one is the wall. That's good to mark. It's good to mark. And we'll just do that, yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought I saw a wasp. There we go. We're putting that away for now. Boom, boom. Destruction catalyst. Gunpowder. Water. So, this is this area. We're digging down like this. This would be the final wall. Which means we go 1 more inwards, which means right here. 3. 1, 2, 3, yep. There we go. So what we're going to do now is jump with this, land here, die because apparently I did that. That was on me, guys. And I have my spawn set here for some reason. You know what we can do, guys? YOLO. Sing with me, sing with me. There we go. Gives us the exact same... Oh, I love that. I love this mod so much. There we go. I'm going to take the dirt we have and probably build the redstone. Ouch. If that's the redstone we need, this is the area it's going to be. We are going to do this. Okay, I fell again. Ouch. So that is the edge here. So it's within this 3 blocks. Yes, so 2, 3. This is 2, 3. This is the area I have to work with for the redstone. This does not count. These do not count. So it comes up, comes out over here. That's not what I wanted. Then goes up another. And it's going to continuously go up, I feel. Oopsie. So it's going to go up, up. And it's just going to go all the way up, I think. And I think that is a good idea of what we're doing. So, go up. And we just keep going up. I'm going to get more redstone now. Okay. So we continuously go up, we can make it so that lever shrinks down to here. But what I'm thinking of doing, and hear me out on this one, is having that lever cancel out a redstone signal here, which is going to be powering everything, which makes this come down. So that's powering. And like, for example, the, okay, so to go down, this needs to be powered, which means if I want to flip that switch and make this come down, it'll bring me down. If I just connect it all right there and connect it to this point, which means that is up top flip switch like that. But if I continuously climb and build that up there, I want it to power to shut down this, which means this, which has redstone going over to this, which is going to be probably built like this, is going to have redstone coming to it, which turns this off. Once this is turned off, this will let things come up. But I'm going to make a continuously switching pattern of redstone here. And then I'm going to add a secondary redstone, probably down here, which allows me to flip the switch, which makes it come up. But if that switch is flipped, that means I'm going to need something to cause that switch to not overwrite this, which means the switch is going to be around probably right there-ish and build up to around this point with a redstone comparator or something, is what I'm thinking. So we're going to go up here, and we're going to try to build that really quickly, guys. I'm sorry, this is going on longer than I thought it would, because a pulley would have been much easier, but it would have looked horrid. I'm going to be honest with you. It would have looked horrid. And it would have destroyed my base building right here. So what that means is we do this, take some more redstone, and then we continue back downwards. There we go. So we then go up here, check out this. So this redstone, uh-oh, how'd that happen? Does not get lit. Okay, good. Then that goes like that. Yeah. Boom. Boom. And we just keep building up. Now, I didn't realize we didn't have enough space. Okay. That means do this. There we go. I'll put more. Boom. It's 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Boom. Boom. Got cobble now, so we go this way, this way, this way. What that does is now that this is flipped, we do this, which then comes down here. Yeah. Turns that off. Which then, if you come down here, should make this turn back on, which then 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so we do this. Turn back on or off, I guess. Yeah, that turns that off. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which then turns that one on. Which then turns that one. Oh, gotta do it this way. My bad. Which then turns that one off, which then turns that one on, which means this now flies upwards, yes? Yes, now it starts to go downwards, yes. So that is the basic. That stays down here now, because that's moving down, so that is always downwards now. So that is a downwards clock, as long as that one is flipped. If I unflip that one, it'll always come up. Which means if I ever leave it down here, this whole thing will come back up. Now, if this is the area, because it is, this will be the wall, this will be the wall. I'm going to make it so that there is a small ring right here. I'll say at 3. Why not? Which provides me with a height map for the down area here. Look at that. We want it to be like that. Oh, okay, I see what's going on here. I don't have enough gantry shafts placed. Okay. There we go. It has to meet the gantry shaft. Okay, I was not paying attention there. Alright, so now that makes it to the bottom. That needs to go one more down, actually. Oops. Boom. Whew. Okay. Which now, if we just simply go in here and do this, doesn't keep going down. Oh, because it's not enough room under here, is it? This we'll need to get rid of. Let me just do this really quickly. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Okay, it stays there. Okay, yeah, no, that's the area we want it to be. Okay, good, 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 good. Now, we're gonna rest so that nighttime ends. So now that we have it like that, if we were to just, like for example, put the lever that we have, because this is the edge of the wall. If we were to put the lever, like, right here, do this, or even this, dig up one, and then just go like this. Oopsie. We need to go up one more. Then we flipped this. Would this work? No, because it's not on the actual thing. Okay. If we did it like this, I don't think that works because it doesn't actually connect to the circuit here. Which means we're going to need to connect it down here without connecting it. So if this is, if we do this, use of this, can we make one that just automatically is out, or no? No. Hold on, what was this I just saw? W to ponder this. What's this? Controllable levers. Signals at the back will toggle its state. Are you fucking... Guys. I could have just made one of these and made this contraption so much easier. Because if you put this in this redstone circuit and you just make it so it connects all the way down and put 2 buttons... I'm gonna make this work, and then I'm gonna make one of those and completely replace this. So for example, if I did this, that is not gonna work because it's already in state. But if I used one of these, and then did this, no. Okay. What if did this instead? That doesn't work. Okay. Guys, I'm kind of stuck here. Then we did this. That doesn't work. So what if we did this instead? Boom. Means this now goes up. That's weird. Oh, it's because it's not... No, it is. Okay, so that stops that. This brings that down. If we did something like this, brings it down. Okay. Still glowing. No longer glowing. Now, what if we did this right here? No. Doesn't work. Okay, I see what's going on. And if I did that, okay, it has to be in from the side and it has to have a lever activation. Okay. So, if I move this somewhere into here, like, let's say here-ish. No, it would have to... I did this instead, for example, and then I took redstone, moved it down here like this, and did that. Does that move it down now? Yes, okay. Now that that is made, if we were to put this right here, no, okay. You know what, guys? I'm going to make this easy on myself. I made a mistake. I'm going to own up to it. I didn't look at all the stuff that I could make. I'm going to go ahead. And I'm going to put the lever connected here. So what is it called? It was a lever. Use for this was a powered latch. Powered toggle latch is what it was, I believe. So we're going to set, no, we're going to, W ponder this. I believe this was, yeah, powered toggle latch. A. And what we're going to do is go back up here. There we go. Oopsie. The powered toggle latch will be placed around here-ish as to activate it, and then that would activate everything underneath it down to the bottom base there, which would then allow that to go upwards, and then if you press the button up there, it would send everything back down, I believe. But we want to have two buttons. One that activates the latch up there, so it has to be around here, the latch. Inside, of course. And then we have to have redstone connecting it down below. So we'll go down here like this. Maybe we make it so that the redstone connects down below like we have it already, and then the powered latch is just up top and we can just flip the lever. So what do we need? We need redstone, lever, and 3 stones. Stone. I just need stone. That's not how you spell stone. Come on. So, if we do this, and we just keep going down, we'll eventually get to a point where I would think it would be fine to add it in, which would be right here, I believe. No, it has to go down 1. Okay. Okay, so if we then do this, have this go right here. That's not what I want. This go right here. Can this go on walls? No, okay. This goes right here. It's activated. And then we go here. And here. We do this. Go up. 1. Boom, like that. And you know what? We'll go in 1 right here just to make up for lost time. Boom. Flip that off. Okay. This is not halfway up, is it? No. Okay. Maybe instead we just continue with what we had before. And then we'll do this. There we go. Back down. This one. I think right here is where it should be powered. No, down 1 more, I think. Yeah, right here. Right here is the powered latch. So, what we need to do is powered latch right here. This needs to go in 1. Powered latch goes here. Boom, 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 like that. And now, if we connect it like that, that's the powered latch. Now, if we do a comparator to the powered latch, it should work. This. Okay. Take this. Okay. Do this. Why did that go down so deep? Okay. Fine. We need to be 1 more up. Why is it going down so deep? Oh, it must have just been a vein I mined and I just never realized. Okay. Now, if we are right here-ish, we can then do this, which then does this. Let's see, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then this is 7. So if we do this, we don't have a lever. Fuck me. Okay. Now we gotta wait for for our shit to come back, but we should get one lever and it should work, I'm thinking. I think this should work. No, we could test it out without getting the lever. Give me a minute here. So if we do this, it powers the redstone, which then powers all the way up to here, which powers this, which goes into here, which means it does not work. Okay. But what if we did this? It would need to... It's already active. So if we did this, it would need to deactivate this. So if we did this, got rid of that, it activates that, which then leaves that on the ground. But if we activate it, deactivates, leaves on ground. Okay. Deactivate that, shines it, deactivates it. Okay, so this is just deactivated at the moment because this is hitting this. Okay, because this is already activated. Okay. So we would need to deactivate this in technicality. Oh boy. Or activate this. Which means if we did this, if we did this, for example, and just give me 1 second here to just this. Turns it off. Then if we get rid of this, it stays on. Okay, I'm trying to figure this out now. Why the fuck is this not working? Maybe this needs to be... I need to get myself a pickaxe. Because I have no idea what the fuck is going on. So, this is activated, which means... Okay. So, this is activated, which means it deactivates this. Which means if we put a switch here, this switches it to be powered on, which means it powers this off. Then this powers it off, so that powers on. Okay, now this needs to be powered off, which means this one needs to be powered off. So if we take this one and keep that one powered off at all times, we can then possibly fuck you. Doing this, and then this one brings it up. Take this off, it goes back down. Okay. So, this one goes down. Yep. So if we wanted to shift, we need to do this. Which means this would need to have a back port here, which we could easily do. Which then brings that down. So if this gets switched off, it then brings it down. Okay. Which means we still need to switch this shit off. So, now that this is all the way down here, we need to switch this off, I think. So this is what's causing it to switch. If I flip that lever, everything turns off. In fact, let me go up and just see the fucking state of things. So this goes up. So flipping that, let me see the inverse of what this looks like if I flip it, because I don't know what's going on right now with my mind. In fact, you know what, guys? I'm going to figure this off camera first, but first, I'm just going to go ahead and connect all this shit so we can see it move downwards. Iron, pickaxe, get rid of this, get the super glue. Boom. It's not coming up, so let me go ahead and flip this back on. Is this still not coming up? Yeah, this controller really fucked it up, didn't it? No, it's still not coming up. What the fuck? Oh my fucking gosh. It literally was a 2-block fall. Maybe a 2-block... Okay, I'm going to figure this off camera. I'm done with this right now. Because for some reason, now this doesn't want to fucking go. Even though this is off, this is on. And even though this should be on, this should be moving upwards. Now it's moving upwards. Okay, the control switch is just weird. It's not working how I thought it would work. I thought if it gets... Oh, it's because this doesn't have enough power to get down there. Possibly. Unless something is blocked here that I just don't see. See, that has enough power. Ah, okay. I see. It's this torch. I need a redstone piece right there. Okay, got it. Never mind. Oh boy, that is annoying to deal with. Let's see, if I want to get up here. There you go, there's the gravestone mod. We don't need this. Throw it out. We don't need it. Throw it out. But yeah, we go back up here, and we're just going to do a little bit of climbing. Because it's this one that is fucking with everything. I'm pretty sure. And it's because this doesn't have enough power to get down for some reason. Okay. Where does the power... Oh, it's probably because something got blocked up here. Give me a second. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 should be powered, but it's not. Okay. So it's because the switch was flipped. These all got flipped. Okay. So now that that is active, does this not activate? It doesn't. Okay, I see what's going on. Okay, so this needs to be there. This needs to be here. And this... Was it just that it was one too high? Yes, it was. Okay. Okay, so now that that's flipped on, these are all off, going down. This goes on, this goes off. This goes on because that one's off. This one goes off because that one's on. Whoa, what the fuck? Hold on. How much is this? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, no, this is way too much energy here. So we then do this, which then turn that off. That goes back down. This goes up. Okay. Alright, now we got the idea. It was just too much redstone on one of the parts here. Okay, I got it. Alright, guys. Sorry about that. I guess I wasn't thinking properly about what was going on. Okay. Power 0, power 0, power 0. Go up, 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 up. 15. Okay, and then if we flip this, it should work. So if we do, let me just eat this, fuck it. If we do this, this should start coming back up, yes? No, it's not. So that turns that off, which turns this on. Off, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which then turns this on. Which then turns this off. Which we've measured to turn this on and off, which then turns this on, which turns this off, yeah. But this has to always be on, I guess. Okay. And then if I turn that lever off up there, it should become a button, actually, is what I think it is. Because if it's a button, it just flips that. Because I don't think the lever is flipping that at all. Unless the button needs to be against its back, which is weird because all of this is power and whatnot. So I think a button should be able to do that at least because it sends one continuous source through. And we'll check that out. Well, I'll check that out off camera. But for right now, we do have a moving trolley here, which is good. Take this. And we're going to wait till we get close enough so we don't just fall and die somewhere on this elevator here. Alright, we're almost there. Alright, you know. Step off right here. And then we'll go ahead and wait for that to focus. Boom. And boom. Boom. And that should mean all of this is now connected. So, if we go back up here, and we flip this, doesn't work. Oh, it does. Okay, so we gotta flip it twice, so yeah, it's just a single input. So if we do this and get a button instead, let's go with a trumpet button. Put that here. It begins to go down. Okay. Nice. We do this. And then if we do this, it stops and flips it up. Okay, we've got it. We've got it, boys. We've got it. Look at that. A functioning elevator. Beautiful. Now let's ride it all the way down, see how it goes. Oh, guys. I'm happy that I figured out what was going on there. I'm happy I didn't just look it up. Means I learned something. Probably gonna have like glass right here. No, we won't have glass. We'll probably keep glass away from it. But we might make it so there's multiple stops here. Like this would be a stop, and then next would be a stop down there, so that you can come out here instead. I'm definitely gonna quicken the pace of this thing, which means I'll need to make more rotation power. But oh my gosh, we did it, guys. Oh, that was annoying. We might move this back one too, just because. What? Oh, the dirt. Totally forgot I put this here. So if we go over here and do this really quick. Yep. It now gets down to the ring and down to the bed because these things are going to be in the way. Yeah. 1 second, my guys. I am so happy I got that working. Okay. And what we're going to do is easily just clean up our inventory really quickly into our backpack, and then we'll fix that up off camera for you guys. But for right now, we're going to take these back. Boom, boom. Take this. Flip these one more time. What did it get stuck on now? What's it stuck on now? Oh, there is one right there. Ah! Beautiful. Okay. There we go. And we'll just make a little hidey hole here for our things, because I know I'm going to change that later on anyways. So, 1, 2, throw everything in here. And then our bed, sleep there for a second. And if we flip this, we're going to write it back up and see what happens. I wonder if this will break. Nope, it just passes through, okay. Oh my gosh, guys. Wonderful. We got it working. We got it working. And we didn't have to look anything up. Whew. Alright, well, that'll be 3 emerald trades, or 6 emeralds. And we'll make it so... maybe we could make it so that it always just stays up here, and then we could press the button to move it down. But no, I don't want to fuck with it too much. I don't want to fuck with it too much. But yeah, I'm going to replace the walls here off camera, most likely. Probably leave these as glass right here. But I will replace the walls, probably move this one back so that it... No, because then it doesn't matter anyways. We still have that active. I'd much rather have it on underside. But yeah, we'll probably replace the walls, do some more modifications and whatnot. But that is the elevator, my guys. And that's finally done. So we can send that down. Or stop it and send it up. Okay, beautiful. Anyways, guys, that is the elevator. So that is 3 things done. So rotten flesh. 1, 2, 3. Which means we go check our book and make sure that's all we do, because I believe that is all we do. Let's see. Whenever I achieve an episode goal, 1 stack. If I complete a long-term goal, yeah. And yeah, build the elevator for the ME room. Which means we go over here. Hey there, Cidelino. Trade. Now, there's a spectral soup thing here, which we do have, which we could trade for an emerald each, but I'm not going to add that in to the trade list just yet. I won't be updating that just yet. Anyways, close these. And now that we have 6, we go put these in, and we'll be good. The reason I wasn't doing that in the other episodes before that is because you saw how annoying that was to get done. There was so much issues with redstone and create being active at the same time, and it's just really annoying to do. Next episode will probably be building up. I don't know. I'm thinking of building the Sky Tower. Or even the Wizard's Tower, because I want to move these out of the way and get started with Ars Nouveau and stuff to become more powerful. But I would like to get a long-term goal of this done, but building up the wizard tower and becoming more powerful would also lead to taking down the mage. And I think that one of those two is probably going to be the next goal I'm going to strive for. But anyways, guys, mark this goal off. And now that that's done, I'm Goblin. Nice to see you guys. I hope you have a good one, and I'll see you later.